was not the typical woman of her time. She would often voice her opinion in a society that shamed her for doing so. Throughout this book, she was seeking to find true love. With no real encounter with men until she was a full-grown woman, she realized this task would be difficult. As a young orphan, she quickly learned how to become an independent woman. Through her many hardships, she maintained her beliefs even with a lack of wealth and superiority. The love of Jane's life, Edward Rochester, is a simple man who doesn't show much emotion and continuously made mistakes throughout his entire life, but ends up falling in love with a woman of a very different status in society, who shows little to no imperfections. Edward gave something to Jane she had never received before: love. They didn't know each other for long, but when they were together, it felt like they've known each other forever. They were to be married and live a happily ever after. But when Jane finds out he's already married to Bertha, a crazy woman, she ran away out of anger. Jane didn't know where she was going, nor did she know what God had planned for her, but she stayed true to her beliefs. She had the opportunity to start over, live in wealth with a man she didn't love, but she soon realized Edward was her true love and couldn't bear to live a day without him. Later in the book, Jane eventually comes to accept Edward's hand in marriage. Unexpectedly, Bertha sets fire to the mansion, causing Edward to lose his sight. This restricted his ability to be the independent man he once was. The man in the relationship became dependent on the woman, which was very different for the times they had lived in. This emphasized Jane's ability to be independent. Self-reliance was something Jane had learned as a child, and this allowed her to remain a strong woman.